Live, News 8 at 6 starts now.
Then you're going to realize, oh, they're people just like we are. They do the same things we do. They want the same things we do.
A News 8 exclusive, the man charged with shooting at a mosque talks about his journey to now understand Islam and its true meaning.
Also, how lamps once used to grow drugs now shedding new light at a local school.
We are following breaking news right now happening in Vernon. A house has exploded. Some people, we're told, are injured and even trapped underneath the rubble.
It's all happening right now in Vernon. That house located at 2 East Street. Rescue crews swarming that scene, trying to help out the victims right now. News 8's Josh Scheinblum, they're live with the very latest. Josh?
Darren and Scott, there's few details right now as to how all of this happened, but what we can tell you is it remains a very active scene at this hour. We're live right now on East Street where we have reports where that home had exploded. You can't see any damage from our vantage point, but I'll get out of the way so you can see what we are looking at. There is a fire truck right now backing up right here on the roadway. They have part of it shut down right now. A number of neighbors have come out to see what has happened. A lot of people are just trying to figure out exactly what's occurred here as well. There seems to be a lot of confusion. Did talk with a couple people. No one, at least so far, has told us that they had heard anything, but definitely you can imagine the different conversations people are having. We don't have any reports yet of any injuries. However, officials with Tolland Dispatch do tell us that there were people transported to the hospital. As we again continue to try to gather more details here, make sure that you stay with us here on News 8. There is no word how many people could be trapped inside this home after the explosion and collapse, or if any of the people there are still injured. But again, we're going to continue to dig deeper on this. We're going to try to figure out what exactly is going on here as what is clearly remaining a very active situation. For now, we're live in Vernon. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.
Josh, it's a 180 for a Meriden man who shot at a mosque in the wake of the Paris terror attacks that happened last November.
Ted Haakey Jr. will spend 6 months behind bars for shooting that building. But as News 8's Brian Spyros explains tonight, Haakey says he has made great strides to make amends with the Muslim community.
The last 9 months have been eye-opening for Ted Haakey Jr., to say the least.
I always thought after this happened that I was going to be public enemy #1 forever, and it just turned around and it didn't stay that way at all.
Rewind to last November, the night of the deadly terror attacks in Paris. Haakey returned to his Meriden home after a night of drinking at the bar.
I pull in my driveway and I look over and I'm like, oh yeah, the mosque, you know. I felt like, well, I need to do something about this, and I wanted to fire some shots. I didn't want to hit the mosque, but I wanted to come, close.
But several bullets did hit the Ahmadiyya Mosque. Zahir Muhammad Manin is the spokesperson and Holy Quran education director for the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community Connecticut chapter.
Immediately when it happened, we were prayerful. We immediately turned to prayers and patience, but we came back the very next day. We weren't afraid.
Haakey was arrested and charged. A month later, both sides would come together, meeting face to face. For Haakey, it was a chance to apologize. For the Muslim community, it was a chance for them to teach Haakey about true Islam and put to rest all the misconceptions and fears.
When I realized just how wrong I was, how far away from this is the farthest from extreme as you can get. Once you realize what the Ahmadiyya community is all about, it was embarrassing to me.
He came and he asked for forgiveness in front of the whole congregation, and that's where everybody felt at ease.
Since then, a bond has formed. In fact, this past weekend, Haakey traveled to Pennsylvania to speak at a convention in front of thousands of American Muslims. Joining him, the neighbors he once viewed as enemies, who by all accounts are now friends.
The learning, the training, the dedication that he put toward this, you don't see that every day.
The Ahmadiyya Mosque understanding the positive in all of this.
It can prevent violence. It can prevent future divide of American and Muslims, because there is no dichotomy. I'm American and Muslim. We are.
You could read anything, you could see anything, but it's not going to work until you knock on the door, sit down, and actually have a conversation. Then you're going to realize, oh, they're people just like we are. They do the same things we do. They want the same things we do.
Reporting from Meriden, Brian Spyros, News 8.
Now, How about that?
Yeah.
All right, listen, what a beautiful evening out there. Low humidity, sunshine, perfect day outside.
Yeah, could not beat it, especially if you are teeing off, maybe watching others tee off, maybe doing the weather while professionals tee off. That is where Fred's at, Travelers Championship in Cromwell right now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out here this evening, guys. The weather is just perfect. The golfers still out on the course, still some big names out there as well. Bubba Watson, Zach Johnson will be finishing up pretty soon. I'll let the sports guys handle that end of it. But let's talk about the weather, and we need to start with the drought, which was updated today. The drought monitor was updated, and now even more of Connecticut is in a moderate drought. The entire state's in at least a moderate drought, with a sliver in the northern part of Connecticut that is in a severe drought. Only 51% of the normal amount of rain since June the 1st in the northern part of Connecticut, and 83% as you get to the shoreline. Let's check the temperatures right now, and some mid-80s showing up Hartford County, so that's about where we are right now. It's about 80, 82 degrees, I'd say, here in Cromwell right now, and the temperature is cooler at the shoreline, mid to upper 70s. It's not the least bit humid, very comfortable out here right now. Sunshine, just a few fair weather clouds here and there, and big picture, there's really nothing to be concerned about weather-wise for this evening. Leave the windows open. Don't need the air conditioning tonight. Fan will have you covered, and you'll be enjoying the nice, comfortable conditions that we'll have overnight tonight. Looks like upper 60s to low 70s by 10 o'clock this evening, and then more 50s inland to start the day tomorrow. 55 to about 60 degrees inland, and a little bit milder at the shoreline, but certainly not humid for us. Patchy fog possible early tomorrow. Burns off to more sunshine. Another great day is ahead for tomorrow. Sunshine, warm conditions on Friday. We are tracking thunderstorms for Saturday. Some of them could be on the strong side. It'll be very muggy on Saturday, and then back to more beautiful weather on Sunday. Weather, of course, critical for this golf tournament, the Travelers Championship. I will have all the details on the forecast for the next 3 days and beyond coming up in just a few.
Thank you, Fred. We want to get back to this breaking news happening right now in Vernon. A house there has exploded. We're working to find out what kind of injuries, if there are any, involved.
Yeah, details still coming in. This place, what's left of it, is located at 2 East Street in Vernon. Rescue crews swarmed that scene, trying to get a handle on what's going on. News 8's Mark Davis on the phone now to tell us more about what is happening there. Mark?
Hi, Darren. We're actually right across the street from this incredibly collapsed house. Police up here got the 911 call starting shortly after 4 p.m., and there was been response of emergency responders from all over this region of the state. Lieutenant William Meyer is here with us. Lieutenant, I understand there were 7 people in at the time when everybody got here?
I was just able a short time ago to confirm that there were a total of 7 people inside the house when it collapsed. 3 were able to escape and were outside when the emergency responders got here. An additional 4 more remain trapped. The Vernon Fire Department, together with specialized teams, were able to free those other 4 from the home. They are still here working. It's a possibility that someone may remain trapped, but we have not been able to confirm that. So far, we've been able to account for everyone believed to live inside the house. Yeah, all 7 were transported to the hospital with varying degrees of injuries. I do not have updates on their condition. I know at least one young child, I would describe him as under the age of 10, was trapped inside the home when they arrived, was rescued, and has been brought to the hospital with injuries. But again, I don't have an update as to that child's condition right now. We have a special urban search and rescue team here.
I see a doctor now. I guess they're going to help out.
Yeah, the state police have brought special search and rescue dogs designed for these types of situations, and they're on scene working with the urban search and rescue team on trying to locate any possible additional victims. We have investigators here. We have the Vernon Police Detectives, along with the State Fire Marshal, along with the Talon State Attorney's Office, and the Vernon Fire Marshal, interviewing people and trying to figure out exactly what happened here, what caused this explosion and collapse.
Bystanders have told us they saw 3 propane tanks at the back of this house. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, it's very early into the investigation. I can't confirm any of that information. I know that Eversource is here. Eversource is here to shut off the electricity and also possibly gas lines running through the home. I have not been able to confirm yet that there is gas at the home, but I know they were called just in case there was. We expect to be here through the night, working here at the scene. Like I said, there's resources from many different towns were called here, ambulances, fire departments, et cetera, to come and assist us.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you for the update. So there it is, 7 as far as we know, but we've got the state police dogs here now sniffing through the wreckage to see if there's anyone else live here in Vernon. I'm Mark Davis, News 8. Back to you, Darren and Scott.
All right, Mark, thank you. The good news, they apparently have everyone accounted for. Now, they think that they're checking.
Search dogs, rescue crews on the scene. We, of course, will keep you updated on the very latest with this developing story. Stick with News 8 on air and online.
All right, we'll take a short break. Back with more news here in just a minute. We've got you back tonight with a heads up on some shopping deals. Tax-free week is coming up on us now, just in time for back-to-school shopping. Kicks off August 21st and runs through the 27th. Any clothing or shoes you buy under $100 is exempt from Connecticut state tax. A bonus, too, a lot of retailers usually schedule sales to coincide with tax-free week. We got your back with other ways to save on back-to-school season. We have them all up right now on the website at WTNH.com.
Much, much more coming up right here on News 8 at 6, including your full weather forecast. Looks like we are in for a nice weekend with the potential of one hiccup on Saturday. Fred Companion live at the Travelers. He's going to break that down for us when we come back. Turning police evidence into school supplies. Plant lights confiscated by police from a drug house operation are now being used to help agricultural classes at a Shoreline High School. News 8's Tina Detel explains this trash to treasure story.
This light was once part of a major marijuana grow operation, and now it's here to help teach kids.
I guess some purple basil and green basil in the basket too.
Students in this summer program have quickly grown their own green thumbs.
This is a good one.
But these gardens can't continue all year long, which is why Chef Tom Johnson, along with New London High's resource officer, figured out how they can get their hands on these large-scale industrial grow lights.
These lights were confiscated by the Connecticut State Police.
Seized in drug busts like this, evidence once slated to be destroyed is now an educational tool.
The water comes up here, goes down the other side, goes down through the tube, comes back in here.
The 6 grow lights will be used to expand the hydroponic and aquaponic.
This water houses the blue tilapia that we're growing.
Operations at New London High and the Science and Technology Magnet High School.
These lights would have been probably $2,000 or $3,000, so quite a bit of savings for us.
Better legal than illegal.
Culinary and science students working and learning together.
To give some of the students a little bit of a perception of sustainability in that regard is very valuable.
I was born and raised in New London, so to see anything for the students really means a lot to all of us.
Police will keep an eye out for more seized equipment so these programs can be expanded to other schools in the city too.
I think that it's nice that we get to use them for a different purpose.
Another type of sustainability is baked up right here in this kitchen. Now, the students made this garlic rosemary focaccia bread. They then sell it at farmers markets in Groton and New London and at Fiddleheads. And the money made supports this program. In New London, Tina Detel, News 8.
What a day, what an evening out there right now. Take a live look at the shoreline here in New London. Sunshine, gorgeous out there. Great day for a little golf.
You got it. Storm Team 8 meteorologist Fred Campagna is out on the golf course today. Travelers Championship happening in Cromwell. What's been better, the weather out there, Fred, or watching these pros drop 30-foot putts?
Wow, that's a tough call. I'm actually right on the practice screen where some of the pros have been after their round working on their putting and their short game, and these guys are so impressive. But so is the weather today. No humidity out there, nice and warm. Let's take a look at these temperatures right now in Connecticut, and it's still about 80 to 84 degrees as you get away from the shoreline. Definitely a cooling breeze though at the shoreline. It's in the mid to upper 70s right now, and we're feeling that breeze actually up here now in Cromwell. Nice and dry, a hint of humidity at the shoreline because of that onshore breeze, but dew points in the 50s inland. Tomorrow, not real muggy for us. It will get oppressively humid though on Saturday before the humidity falls for us on Sunday. Checking the satellite and radar right now, and skies are clear. Just a few fair weather clouds out there. Nothing to be worried about for us tonight into tomorrow. We'll keep the sunshine around right through the day tomorrow. A couple of degrees warmer than today. Hour by hour, you'll notice at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, we have mostly sunny skies with showers and storms well off to our west. But those showers, storms we are tracking for Saturday. It looks like there will be a round of thunderstorms coming through at least part of Connecticut on Saturday, and the timing appears to be midday into the mid to late afternoon. So say from about noon until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Much drier weather on Sunday. beautiful on Sunday to round out the weekend. Warm but not humid, actually a lot like what we're seeing out there today. So some patchy fog developing late tonight. Elsewhere, it'll just be clear sky, 64 at the shoreline, down to about 59 degrees inland. Tomorrow, another terrific day with the temperature around 83 at the shoreline. Lots of sunshine. Inland up to about 88 degrees tomorrow. Beautiful beach day tomorrow with temperatures getting close to 80 degrees. And if you are heading up here to the Travelers any of the next 3 days, here's your forecast. On Friday, lots of sunshine, 86. Saturday, again, that thunderstorm threat, so keep that in mind. 87 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, beautiful weather for the final round with the temperature around 86. As far as those storms are concerned on Saturday, there's about a 5% risk of seeing some severe thunderstorms in Connecticut on Saturday. It's something that we'll be watching closely over the next couple of days. Shoreline 8-day forecast. We need the rain. We're in a moderate to severe drought in the state of Connecticut, and there's just not much rain coming our way in the next 8 days. Warm and eventually humid by the middle of next week. Temperature getting close to 90 by Thursday afternoon at the shoreline, and even warmer than that inland. You look at the 8-day forecast, and we might have another heat wave at some point next week. Tuesday through Friday, all 4 days, the temperature will be pretty close to 90 degrees. So gorgeous weather tomorrow right here at TPC River Highlands in Cromwell for the second round of the Travelers. Bring a little rain gear for you on Saturday. Hopefully those thunderstorms will be more missed than hit here at the Travelers Championship. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Fred. The pros putting and driving their way to that coveted trophy.
Yeah, we got all the action at the Travelers Championship coming up on the Sports Guys next.
Live, this is Sports Edge, sponsored by your local Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, the annual Travelers Championship tournament underway today at the Tournament Players Club in Cromwell.
Sports Edge's John Pearson out on the fairway right now to tell us how the players made out today. Hey, John.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, just a few more groups out here, and round one of the Travelers Championship will be done. Bubba Watson just finished up a little while ago. The defending champ, a nice day for him. He is in the hunt, but it's an old friend to the tournament who really turned some heads here with a great afternoon round, Jerry Kelly. Now, Watson and his fellow Americans, take a look at some of the highlights. They went off earlier this afternoon, about a 1:15 start. He was playing in a group with Matt Kuchar and Patrick Reed. Lots of eyes on them on their tee time. Now, Kelly always loves coming back to Connecticut. After all, he went to the University of Hartford, gets good feelings here. He had 3 birdies and an eagle on the back nine today, ties him for the lead at 6 under. Kelly in a 3-way tie with Vaughn Taylor and Andrew Loop. Got to feel good for Loop. He hasn't made a cut since May. 6 straight tournaments without making it. He is right there in the hunt. There are 3 guys 1 shot behind, including the 2012 Travelers champ, Mark Leishman. He fired a 5 under. Now, as for Watson with that 3 under today, he's 3 shots off the lead. So is Zach Johnson. Kelly, well, he really cherishes moments like this when the cheers for him are just a bit louder.
It's great. I mean, they have been behind me for a lot of years, and I greatly appreciate it. And I really love taking their emotion and bringing it in and really having fun with them. I don't get that every week. So when I'm able to grab those positive vibes from people, I'll definitely use them all I can get.
Some other pretty good names also in the hunt. Keegan Bradley fired a 3 under today, as did Vijay Singh. Now, a key to winning this event, or any event for the golfers, is their caddy. You need a good caddy. Today, the guys who are on the bag were treated by the Travelers Championship to Caddy Appreciation Day. Massages, happy hour, prizes. They felt like kings.
All the caddies talk about one of the greatest tournaments they go to as far as how they take care of us is right here in Hartford, so in Cromwell. It's just an awesome place to be, and we got good food, and people are so welcoming. Got some fun contests for us. We even get to hit a shot out on the course into the Travelers umbrella, and you just can't beat that, man.
And the goodwill also continued today. More things to do. The ladies had their day. It was Women's Day at the Travelers Championship. This event is in its 8th annual appearance here. The ALS Clinic at the Hospital of Special Care in New Britain, the beneficiary today. Celebrities were out there. Ming Tsai, the chef, and news personality Cynthia McFadden also there. We'll have more on that tonight on Sports Edge at 10:50. Until then, guys, let's send it back to you.
Good deal. John, thanks very much.
Yeah. Coming up tonight, we'll have much more on this Vernon home explosion.
Yeah, that and a lot more coming up. Thank you for being here for tonight at 6. More news tonight at 10 and 11.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.